Hello, it's James Ellis here doing an observation on Jakub K. Introduce yourself, Jakub.
My name is Jakub K, doing an observation with James, my apprenticeship professor.
Right, okay, so we're talking we're covering quite a few things, but the first thing is updating posts on the website, and specifically on content. So talk to me about kind of what sort of content you put up on the website or can put up on the website.
Right, so the main content we put up on the website are news stories from around the college whenever any events go on at the college, or any of the students are involved in events outside the college, and we gather images and content from that. We can put that up on the website as a news section, or any events that we may be attending or hosting. We also have a section for events that we can update as well on the website.
So what's the kind of standard way that you would start talk me through the CMS first.
Right, okay, so this is the CMS for the QAC website, hosted by UC4. And the normal procedure I'll go through is, if I do have any images that I can use, is go to upload to library, and then I choose the image that I want to upload onto the website, one of which I can upload here. If I could find it, there we go, and open and upload the image. Right, okay, so that image isn't valid, but usually what I'll do is first of all manipulate the image so that it fits onto the sort of website template that we have.
Where do you usually get your images from? Show me an older post.
Right, okay, no problems.
Are they usually taken by yourself, or do you have to source them from other sources?
Usually I would source them myself. However, I do have, for example, teachers or any group carers that go along with the groups for events and that take the pictures. So, for example, these would have been taken by the teachers of this group.
Yeah. And
I would have manipulated then these images in an external program to fit this template.
Okay. What's it important to remember for search optimization things when uploading
It's
images?
important to keep in mind the metadata, so remembering to add descriptions to the images so that they're easy to find via search engines. So, for example, this one has a description of it. QAC students pose for a group photo in F4. Okay, so exactly what the image sort of is portraying is described there.
And how do you do that on your...
Okay, so if I delete this image and try to add it again, I'd go to this insert image page here, and then try to locate the image, if I could remember what it looks like.
It was up at the top.
Was it?
You just missed it. Oh no, maybe not, sorry.
That's a different one. So there it is, there we go.
So what's this bank of images then? Who puts these up?
It's all the images that have been put up by either myself or my colleague, who also has access to the CMS, and they're from all the images that have been put up, so they're here, they're saved. Right, so to add the description to the image, there are 3 bars above the preview of the page on the website, one of which is image description and title. So I just go to delete the pre-written description and put a description myself. So QAC or team QAC posing for photo in their kit, and then I would just go ahead and copy and paste that into the title bar here, and insert the image. And then if we hover over it, you see that it's appeared there.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. There's another reason why you need to do that as well, isn't there?
Yes, the college caters for a lot of people with disabilities. One of the major disabilities that we cater for is visual impairment. So whenever someone uses an external program with a visual impairment to read their websites and their social media for them, it's important that the images have a description so that people who can't see the images get a description of what the image is via the program that aids their visual impairment.
Okay. So do you quite often put stuff up on the website and things like that?
Yes, very much so. whenever there is a story to put up, I'm usually the person to do it.
Okay. Talk to me how you'd sort of produce maybe hyperlinks and things like that.
Right. So there is an option here to insert a hyperlink or insert a link into any of the sort of words that I want to. So for example, future here, if we highlight that and we go on to insert link here, it then pops up with a box allowing us to add the URL, so I can just copy and paste that into here. And then it would appear as a highlighted link, which is clickable once the post is live.
Okay, fantastic. Talking about this post in particular, because there's not a lot of copy on there, is there?
No.
What's the kind of style brief that you get given in regards to putting things up on the website?
It very much varies on what the post is and what content I'm provided by the party that sort of sources that, or is with the specific group when the content is sourced. So for example, this one I wasn't provided with much information and many images, so I had to sort of adapt that information I was given into a post that contained much of the images to sort of portray the message that wanted to be portrayed. But as well as that, I needed to find space to fit the limited text I was given with this specific story. So that's why this is sort of short on copy.
Is there? But what about the style of the writing? What do you need to sort of push that towards?
It needs to be easily understandable, and it needs to be kept short and sweet, so that well, in this case, it needs to be kept short and sweet, so that it's not too broad and too vague and not very interesting. It needs to be sort of condensed and made easily understandable and interesting to read.
Okay. Who checks the copy, the writing?
Usually I go over it myself, but I also ask my colleague and also my line manager to go over it briefly and see whether he can see any mistakes or would like to word anything differently.
With copy like this, what sort of legal and ethical considerations are there, especially working in a college like yourselves?
Yeah. So we need to ensure that all the names of the students aren't full names. We need to make sure that we only use first names or first name and the initial of the surname just to protect the identity of the students in the photos. As well as that, going from the copy, we need to make sure that all the students that are featured in the photos have given image consent for their images to be used on any social media or website content. So we need to consider that.
Okay, absolutely fantastic.
All right.
Right, I'm going to stop it there, but we